Gabriel Jesus has really gone ahead and obviously explained his goal drought and the problem that he faced way back when he was still young that is still affecting him till now. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. So we are here to talk about the deal of Chalobah off because two teams in Germany were interested in signing him, but there is a block in his transfers going to hit to surface, and obviously Nagelsmann, the German national team coach, has come out and obviously spoken about his latest progress at the German national team, where he's playing Kai Havertz as a left back, a situation that has going to hit to shock very many onto this channel. So we thank God for the gift of life. It's a Wednesday, second video of the day, and here we come in peace. Now, yesterday I told you that Gabriel Jesus played 90 minutes as Brazil lost to Argentina by 1-0, and he was asked about his goal drought, and this is what he had to say. He said, "There are things that bothered me a lot in the past, in the post-2018 World Cup cycle. I was younger, I had a different mind. Today, I am a more mature man, more educated, a family man. I understand football is a priority for me, and I know I need to be well to do my best, especially in the Brazilian national team. There are things that I don't control. I train, I look for, I try, I move, I help the team. The goal is inevitable. I believe it's not my strong point, but I score goals, and I'm here to score goals. When I come back, it will happen. It's work. I work quietly. I'm not one to respond to criticism. I'm not one to be happy for praise. I won't be anymore." So Gabriel Jesus is addressing this factor that many people have gone ahead to obviously pinpoint at him, that he's not scoring goals for Brazil. And by the way, if you are to obviously sit down and obviously think about when he last really put the ball at the back of the net for the team of Brazil, then it's really going to be way back. And I cannot even really recall when he last scored for Brazil. In the World Cup, did he score any goal for Brazil? I don't really remember, because the first game it was Richarlison and was it Neymar? Then the second game, I think they drew with Serbia. Then they beat Cameroon 5 and was out. So him being out because of any injury really affected his chance to score for Brazil, meaning that he was going to have to take long without scoring for Brazil. But I've always gone ahead and let you know that the problem of Brazil is like the problem about Arsenal. You know, if you don't create chances for your number 9, then how do you expect your number 9 to obviously create chances for you? I saw him play today morning for Brazil, and he was dropping deep to obviously get those balls, meaning that the Rafinhas, the Martinellis were not doing their job, the Rodrigos. So even at Arsenal, he faces the same thing, that Arsenal doesn't create very many chances for their number 9. You know, teams like Manchester City do that. Look at Aston Villa, what they do for Oli Watkins. They really create chances for him. And even if you remember Ivan Toney, while he was really playing at Brentford before he got banned, they are creating chances for that number 9. You know, look at Liverpool. You know, they create chances for their number 9, and though Darwin Núñez sometimes misses, but you'll understand and put the blame on him that no chances are created for this guy. And for Gabriel Jesus, he's really a very good guy. And if Arsenal can rectify that and Brazil, then he can really score those goals. And that is really one of the problems this man is facing. Trust me, I support Man United, but Rasmus Højlund has missed more clear-cut chances, or more big chances, than Gabriel Jesus, you know, because Arsenal doesn't really do that. You know, the chances we talk about scoring are like, for example, like, remember the chance that Gabriel Jesus created for Martinelli when they're playing against Sevilla? Remember that chance? That's what I'm talking about, that he's gifted a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and it's up to him to obviously score or not. Now, instead of the Brazilian midfielders and the Arsenal midfielders creating for Gabriel Jesus just chances, it's Gabriel Jesus who is creating chances for those people. Yet, it's supposed to be vice versa. It's supposed to be the midfielders feeding Gabriel Jesus, not Gabriel Jesus feeding the midfielder. So I think it's one of the things that Mikel Arteta has not gone ahead to obviously find a solution for, because even when he had Aubameyang, Aubameyang was a kind of a guy who could obviously score you 40 goals a season. We all knew that. But why didn't he obviously score those goals at Arsenal? It's because Arsenal are not creating chances, especially in the hand of Mikel Arteta. And I think it's something that is working on a lot to create very many chances. And Martin Odegaard has sometimes gone ahead to obviously try to create, but he's not obviously creating as supposed to be creating, right? So we wait and see how that pans out. But Gabriel Jesus, to me, is a very good striker. And I've seen Arsenal fans calling in for Ivan Toney. Guys, even if you bring in Ivan Toney, when you are not creating chances, you are not going to see those goals go into the back of the net. Arsenal has to first start creating very many chances, because Arsenal relies on Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Martinelli, Leandro Trossard on the goals they score. That is it. And if you are to be asked how many clear-cut chances have been given to Gabriel Jesus and he has not gone ahead to obviously score them, there are few chances. So Haaland can get 6 chances and scores 2 for Man City. That is it. So you need to create many for your number 4, for your number 9 to obviously create, so for number 9 to come in through and really score very many goals. This is what I told the people that support Man United and obviously watch me onto the United Matters channel, that even if you get in Haaland at Man United, he's not going to score goals like scores them at Man City. Because you are not creating as much as Man City is creating for him. Very many people, especially the pundits, were saying United need a number 9. Now, the number 9 came in through this season. Rasmus Højlund is clinical, and he has shown us that when you give him chances, he scores. In the Champions League, he's a joint top scorer with Alvaro Morata. They both have 5 goals. So, if a striker can score in the Champions League, what stops him to score into the Premier League? It's because supply is really limited. So, all we have to do is simple. We have to see to it that for every team, its creative midfielders really take releasing their number 9s as a priority. Those line-breaking passes are really very important in this kind of game that we play in here. So for me, for Gabriel Jesus, I have no problem with him. It's just that he's being surrounded by people that don't create enough for him. There is a transfer story that has been bubbling all over, that Chalobah might either go to Borussia Dortmund or Bayern Munich. Sorry about that. Now, we have a story coming in from Play to Goal. He's a very close source to Bayern Munich and he works for Sky Germany. Confirmed to us that FC Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund are both out of the race to sign Trevor Chalobah in January. After another muscle tear, Chalobah will only be match fit again at the end of January. Now, Chalobah is one of those players that have pushed to leave the side of Chelsea. But we have every right to call him a player who is really unlucky. Why? If you are at Chelsea and they want to sell you in the summer and you're really fit, then Chelsea finds itself getting very many injuries and they obviously pull back. Obviously, that shows you that there is bad luck for you, because teams like Bayern Munich were interested in signing him after missing out on other central defenders. Then, in the January transfer window, knocking in like 40 days from now, you find yourself in a situation where you cannot obviously be fit for teams to obviously take you. He has proven that he's an injury-prone player. By the way, last season also, he missed some games because of injury, and the same is really back onto the player. And you wouldn't like to be in a situation where this guy is in, because you have to believe that lots of things will obviously come in through and really be there. And chance knocks once at every man's door. Chalobah looks like he might miss out on a chance to go to either Borussia Dortmund or Bayern Munich. And amongst all between those two teams, I would wish him to go and play for Borussia Dortmund, as it really helped him elevate his game. He's not all badly off, and playing in teams like Borussia Dortmund helps you obviously gain momentum and play a lot of football. And for Borussia Dortmund, it works out well for them because they are a selling club. There is no player they don't sell. Every player they groom, they sell. Haaland, Bellingham, Jadon Sancho, Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick. So they sell players. Their business is to get these players on the global stage, see them perform very well, get more suitors, and get some good money out of them. So for this guy, that is Chalobah, I really understand what he's going in through, but I think his best team would be Borussia Dortmund. But we've seen teams signing players who are really injured. Manchester United brought in Amrabat and Rasmus Højlund when they are injured, and they treated them, and they've never gone ahead to get injured again, apart from Rasmus Højlund, who has been out for 2 weeks and is going to return as United plays out at Everton. Arsenal signed Fabio Vieira when he was injured. Man City signed Ilkay Gundogan when he was injured. So it won't be the first of the kind, and I think that's really a lame excuse for teams like Borussia Dortmund for not signing this guy, because this guy is one of a kind. That is it, coming in from the guy called what's his name? Called Chalobah. Now, after Chalobah, let's talk about Nagelsmann, the coach of Germany, whose contract is ending after the Euros. He has gone ahead to say the following: that I don't regret taking Germany national team job. I'm enjoying it. We have to work out of the situation with everything we have. I'm sad but not frustrated. That defeats hurts. Now we have to talk less and do more on the pitch. Remember, the previous 2 games are going to hit to play. He lost 2-0 to Austria. That is yesterday. And I think during the midweek, I think it was on the Saturday, he lost to... Which team beat? He lost to Turkey 3-2. So he's calling in for patience and working out this at the Germany national team. But Nagelsmann was right to obviously sign for only the Euros, because he's still young to be a national team coach. And he just wanted, I think, to get someone who could pay money to Bayern Munich and see to it that that contract really expires. And finally, they went ahead to buy him out. I think the release clause was triggered by the Germany national team, and Nagelsmann is now a manager for the Germany national team. But it shows you that he still has a lot to do, as he's trying out certain players in different positions. They've never gone ahead to play at, like Kai Havertz being played as a left back. It's really surprising, because he's one of the best central attacking midfielders I've gone ahead to see in the world, but he's being played as a left back, and the player also loves it. And it's said that he requested to play. Yet you are having the likes of what is his name? This left back, I've forgotten his name. He was being linked even to Manchester United, but I think he went to Borussia Dortmund, the left back. So that's what I had for you for now. Tell me your thoughts about Gabriel Jesus vocalizing her goal drought. I welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Chalobah? Injuries preventing him to go to Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund in the January transfer window. Do you think that is the reason or not? And could they sign him when he's injured, because other teams have gone ahead to do that? Are there, and they're big? What are your thoughts about that? And lastly, Nagelsmann defeats at Germany. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And may the living to God bless you abundantly. I'm out.